What's going on, guys? It's Friday night. I was just trying to relax, hunt me some monsters, play some games. Then I got this email. We've been sitting back waiting, seeing when this Arcade1Up pinball machines are going to be getting here. They were supposed to be here in what, December, was it 14th or December maybe 8th? I don't know. First or second week of December. Delayed for quality assurance. Which GameStop, I think, told us it was going to be February 8th. I don't know if Arcade1Up ever officially announced that it was going to be February 8th. I know that's what GameStop had announced, the next release date as. Obviously, it's past that, so everyone knew that was going to be delayed. So we're sitting here just wondering, what is the update? So I finally got my email from GameStop. My email says here, it says, "We apologize for any inconvenience or frustration this has caused you. At this time, we have an ETA of March 12th at the latest for your order to be shipped to you. Once your order ships, it will be delivered in accordance with the shipping option you selected." So, looks like by March 12th is when it should be shipped, meaning that it could not get here till mid to late March still. I guess it's possible it could be here before that, since that's saying it's the latest date it should be here, but in all likelihood it's going to be mid to late March until we see Marvel Pinball. Let me know if you got an email as well. I got the Marvel Pinball. I don't know if it's the same for Star Wars, or maybe they have some Marvel Pinballs are coming earlier and mine is just more delayed. It could be that as well. Some people may have gotten different emails depending on when they place their order. So it could be sporadic. They could have them spread out and people could have got different emails. But that's the one that I got. March 12th is when mine is supposed to ship at the latest. Now there's a lot going on here. Cause like you got at games. Now us who got in on this order secured it at what, $5.50. Okay, $5.50 free shipping is what GameStop, has said. Since then, Best Buy has listed the Attack from Mars for $5.99 free shipping. Obviously, those sold out, but they also have their Marvel and Star Wars pinballs all listed at $5.99. Now, now that they see that the demand is where it's at, because $5.99 they can get $5.99. So these things are hot. These pinball machines, virtual pinball machines, are hot, and they know it. So I don't think we're going to see that $5.49 price again. GameStop may have screwed themselves. They may have to be locked in at that price for a while now, but I'm sure that they're going to want to raise that price as well. Best Buy is not dropping it. $5.99 is where that price is going to stay. You can believe it. At games, I know, was it Evil Genius? I was just watching his one of his videos, and he says the at games pinballs are going for $600, but they're also charging. They don't sell those at Best Buy or GameStop. They're not with the retailers. You got to buy them direct, and they're charging $100 for shipping. So you got $600 plus $100 for shipping plus taxes. So you're going to be close to mid 700s by the time it's all said and done. So the bad news is that the Marvel Pinball is delayed. The good news is it's still going to cost me, by the time it's shipped here, after taxes, probably around like $575, $580, somewhere in there, as opposed to mid 700s. So that's the flip side. It's definitely, which is kind of like I've told y'all, I've been going back and forth. Am I going to just cancel and hold out for the Attack from Mars? I'm locking in, so I'm staying on that Marvel. I may just end up getting both, but I'm staying on the Marvel Pinball. And I made that video earlier in the week where I went over all the tables again. And like I said, they're not as good as the Attack from Mars ones. I'll say that, but I do enjoy them. And like I said, I think it is, in the end, I think it's going to be a pretty good deal on that table. It's going to be a while, I think, until we see tables, at least the pinball tables, drop down in price. We do have an issue where, I know with the whole limited edition yesterday, I know a lot of people were really upset about that. That limited edition Street Fighter 2 counter arcade cabinet that they say, I don't know. People were saying there was only 30 of them. I don't know where that was posted, that there was only 30. But regardless, they were sold out before anyone really got to see them. An unqualified critic made a pretty good point, which I want to touch on. But they got to be careful with it. A year ago, everyone was raving about these $50 cabinets that you're getting out the door, just picking up these things on clearance. And just people were kind of worried about Arcade1Up being like, dang, it's like their products are just getting really devalued. That some people are just waiting on them to get clearanced out and stuff like that. So it's really devaluing the product of their cabinets. And here we are a year later, and they're almost pulling like a Nintendo move, where Nintendo almost sometimes will create a supply and demand issue to where they will create the demand by not supplying, enough. So it's kind of like Arcade1Up is almost, and you wonder if they're doing that intentionally or not. I mean, it is, in a sense, it is somewhat of a good marketing tactic. When things are desired and you can't get them, then there's the desire for them is going to increase. So that is the truth. But it's a very thin line. I mean, playing that is a very thin line between that happening and then customers getting upset and just saying, the hell with them. And I don't know that they're doing that. I'm not saying that they are doing that. It's possible. It's a tactic that they're using, but I'm not 100% sure that they are. But they need to get their act straightened together. I mean, I think people have been cutting them some slack. It's been a year now. There's been COVID. Other companies, the world has learned how to deal with COVID, so they need to fix their stuff. I think one thing they could do is they could open up pre-orders. I think they have if they're not doing this on purpose, then it means that they're having a really hard time gauging the market for certain cabinets, which either means they need to find someone who can gauge the market better, or the flip side would be to open up pre-orders earlier and then just say, okay, we're going to open up pre-orders now and have it be like closer to a year until when the cabinet drops. That way you have plenty of time to get your pre-orders in, to gauge how much product you're going to need. By the time you get to release, then you don't have as big of an issue. And I mean, they could do it. I mean, you guys watch the channel. I live off of pre-orders and getting collector's editions and limited editions and stuff like that. A lot of these things you're pre-ordering 6 months to a year before they ever come out. And I think they could easily do that. And it would fix a lot of their problems. It would fix the problem of what they have now, to where people are pre-ordering stuff, they're getting delayed, and they're just not having enough. They can't even they won't even take your money for a pre-order, which is a whole nother problem. I think they should just open up pre-orders like however long they need it, whether it's 6 months or a year before the product comes out. Taking that money, it gives them time to just say, okay, how many are we going to need so we can start meeting the release date demands. And I think that would fix a lot of the issues they have. Consumers would be a lot better with that than I think that they're trying to rush things out to sell to us that they're really not ready to deliver to us. And that's a problem, and they need to fix that. But that's my rant for the night. I'm going to go play some games now. Relax. But let me know what you think. If you got an email, let me know what day your email says and how you're feeling. I know, like I said, some people are talking about going the At Games route. The At Games route is going to cost you, $750, and that's even if you like their table. So if you do, more power to you. I'm not trying to say that's not the route to go. That's just not. I'm not going that route, not yet. So I think Arcade1Up is going to have to do, At Games is going to have to supply a product that I want first of all before I'm going that route, and Arcade1Up is, going to have to keep this up. If they don't fix things, then I'll seek other alternatives, or I'll just be content with what I have. But let me know what y'all are thinking, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.